from Print Cut Create here, and today my video tutorial is going to be in our graphics program, and what I'm going to do is show you how you can use a digital scrapbooking kit for your card making and your crafting, and how to set it up and how to manipulate it to get the card that you want or the craft that you want and how you want it to look. I've also got a free template here that I'm going to give you along with this video in my blog post, so make sure you collect that because that's what we're going to do first. First, you need to open up your graphics program. I'm using Photoshop CS3, but you can use any Photoshop. You can use Photoshop Elements, GIMP, Paint Shop Pro. Some people have specialized programs, but as long as your program sustains layers and you can create basic shapes, then you're going to be able to do this. First, what we're going to open is hopefully you've downloaded my free template, and we're going to go ahead and open that up. And what it is, today's template is just a quick fold over envelope template. Let's get this up a little bit bigger. And it's just a basic envelope. You can tie it around with a ribbon, you can add some glue or some double-sided tape and paste it together. But the main area of the card is square. So we're going to have a square card, and we're going to make the card that goes along with it. I'm going to be making an easel card. So you might want to think about a little bit about what type of card you want to make. You just want to make a square card. But we're going to do that in a little bit later. So first we've got our ping template open. I've got other formats of this in there. So there's a PSD, there's a TIFF, there's a JPEG for tracing and cutting, but here's the ping template that we can use in our graphics program. And like all my other ping templates, it's got the transparent area and it's got the opaque area, so it's easy to just slide your digital papers into this and to create a quick envelope. We're going to do a little bit different. So first we've opened up the template, and I'm going to go ahead and make a duplicate of the template and then close out the original, because we want to be able to use it again and again and again. And then what we want to do is open up some digital papers. Now I'm using items from one of my own digital scrapbooking kits. It's called the Open Your Heart page kit, and I've collected some elements that I'm going to use. So if we're going to start off with the papers, and I'm going to start off with this one here, this beige paper. And it's 12 by 12 like most digital scrapbooking kits are, but we're just going to go ahead and add this as a new layer. So I'm going to drag this over, or you can copy and paste as a new layer, such as Paint Shop Pro requires you to. So there we've got it as a new layer. Now we want to go over to our layer palette, and we want to drag the paper layer so it's underneath the template layer, like this. And there you've got the startings of your envelope. So I'm going to move this around and try to get some of this nice pattern in, because I want this to show in this area here. There you go. I'll leave that for right now. I'm going to have these flaps, because these are the underneath flaps on the side, and these top ones are going to be on the top. And I want them to be a bit different color, so I'm going to go ahead and open up another digital scrapbooking paper, this one right here, and I'm going to add this as a new layer as well. Drag it and drop it. Now because you're underneath the pink template and you were on top of this, this was the layer highlighted, it automatically adds the layer on top of that, so you're still underneath the pink template, which is really, really helpful. Now, I want this bit here, and I'm going to move that down so that is lined up there for that flap. Now I want to do the same thing, so I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this layer, and I'm going to go ahead and transform it. Go ahead and move that up so we have this there. And we're all set. And now we've got those two. Now I want some other little bits on my envelope. Because I've got such a pretty digital scrapbooking kit, it's, you know, this is where you're going to put your address and everything, or a greeting, or the information on who the card is to or the gift is to. But we're going to decorate this big blank area here. And I'm going to go ahead and open up a few more items to my digital scrapbooking kit. I'm going to open up this flower, and I'm going to go ahead and add that as a new layer. And of course that's too big. Now again, because you're highlighted underneath the layers, it just adds it on top, so you're staying, your template layer will always stay on top, so you don't have to worry about printing anything you don't want to print. Now this, I want to go ahead and resize it because it's way too big. also going to twist it around a bit. There we go. And we're going to add it to this corner. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another digital element. I'm going to add this nice little swirly. Again, add it as a new layer and resize it. I'm going to twist this one around as well. And I'm going to add that there. Let's make it a little bit smaller. A little bit bigger. Add that there. Now I want this underneath the flower, so I'm going to go ahead and drag that underneath now. So that's underneath that layer. And I'm going to add this little doohickey again. So I duplicate that, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to resize this one even smaller. And go ahead and flip that. Put it up there in that corner. Now this flower is looking pretty lonely down here. This beautiful rose needs some leaves, doesn't it? So we're going to go ahead and add some leaves. And there was a bunch of leaves to the kit. And we're just going to use pieces of the leaves. So we're going to go ahead and just chop leaves off. And go ahead and add them here. We've got another leaf. And we're going to resize these and arrange these as well. Again, make sure it's underneath. There you go. Now I'm going to add some quick drop shadows to these. Nothing too complicated because we're going to do this quickly. I'm just going to add a drop shadow to everything to give things a little bit of interest. Again, another drop shadow. And to the flower. And of course to the swirls too. There we go. And that's how you use the digital scrapbooking kit to do a quick envelope. And it looks really pretty, and it'll look really pretty on your packages. We're going to go ahead and layer. We're going to merge those layers, flatten, and then again you can just save it, or you can go ahead and print it. I'm going to save this as a JPEG because it's flattened. And you're done.